welcome to today's news in brief on Graphic Online. In the headlines, DVLA introduces new license. President Akufo-Addo attends ECOWAS leaders meeting on common currency in Niger. Akosua Agyapong given 160,000 bail in fraud case. School feeding caterers besiege gender ministry over unpaid arrears. No more visa on arrival for Chinese nationals. Police exchange fire with suspected robbers at Suhum, and fake soldier arrested in Tamale. A new driving license has been introduced by the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority. The new license, which is a smart card with a security embedded chip, is aimed at helping to weed out fake licenses from the system. The chip will contain the driver's information, which will be linked to the new national identification system in a secured manner. The DVLA made this known at a media launch in Accra on Tuesday. The DVLA will start issuing the new license from November 7, 2017, and it will be renewed every 6 years, same as the old one.
It has the contactless chip embedded in it. It affords us the opportunity to store electronic data on the card. It affords us the opportunity to do electronic verification when it comes to driver checks and then verification of information. And even when it comes to rendering service, where we have to verify information before we render the service, it affords us the opportunity to do real-time verification and then real-time search for information before the services are. The technology is outdated now. Faking is very possible now. And we need to move to the next stage and ensure that the information we collect as information from people who have been licensed is credible, and that we ensure that people who have actually satisfied our requirement for testing, for licensing, are actually the people we are keeping on our database.
The fourth meeting of the Presidential Task Force on a Common Currency for the West Africa Monetary Zone took place in Niamey, the capital of Niger, today. The meeting is aimed at accelerating the processes leading to the use of the single currency by 2020. The meeting was attended by members of the Presidential Task Force, including President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, President Muhammadu Buhari of Nigeria, President Alassane Ouattara of Cote d'Ivoire, and President Mamadou Issoufou of Niger. High life musician Akosua Agyapong has been granted 160,000 bail with 3 sureties in the case in which he is said to have conspired with another person to defraud a businessman of 105,000 in a land deal. According to the prosecution, the musician and a man identified as Frank Ajimine, aka Killer Boss, sold the land which apparently did not belong to them to the businessman. In court on Tuesday, Akosua Agyapong was granted the bail with 3 sureties, one of whom should be a civil or public servant who earns not less than 2,000 cedis a month. She has pleaded not guilty. Scores of aggrieved caterers working with the school feeding program on Tuesday morning besieged the premises of the Ministry of Gender and Social Protection in Accra as part of a protest to demand the payment of their outstanding arrears. The sector minister, Ms. Otiko Afisa-Jaba, has given the assurance that efforts are being made by government to pay the outstanding debts of all those whose contracts have been terminated since May this year. As part of efforts to clamp down on galamsey, Chinese nationals will no longer receive their visas in Ghana upon arrival, but would have to obtain their visas in China before traveling to Ghana. The move is part of activities to help clamp down on the illegal mining among Chinese nationals in Ghana. The Minister of Chieftaincy, Mr. Kofi Jamasi, made this known. The police in Tamale on Tuesday arrested a 34-year-old man for impersonating a soldier. Issa Abdul Mubarak, a native of Boko in the Upper East region, who was dressed in a military uniform, was arrested at the Tamale Metro Police Tuesday morning, where he had gone to seek the assistance of the police to effect the arrest of someone he alleged had stolen his motorbike. 2 suspected armed robbers were on Tuesday dawn arrested by the police in the eastern region after a heated gun battle at Suhum. The 2, a 17-year-old William Owusu and Emmanuel Yeboah, were said to be part of a gang who exchanged fire with the police when they tried robbing a faulty Kumasi-bound trailer at Omenakon, a town in the Suhum municipality. For more news, log on to graphic.com.gh and follow us on Twitter at graphicgh and on Facebook at Daily Graphic Ghana.